Hey, what's up, everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to Get Hit with the Truth. So today we are doing the Janibek versus Mikhailovich recap video, as Janibek Alamanhalai on Friday, Friday, October 4th, October 5th in Australia, traveled to Australia to defend his IBF middleweight championship of the world against undefeated mandatory challenger Andre Mikhailovich, and it was broadcast on ESPN. Now, before we get into that, if you could smash the like button, leave a comment, or subscribe to the channel, I really do appreciate any and all support that I can get as I continue to build my channel here. So, you know, this fight between Mikhailovich and Janibek. You know, Janibek came in pretty much your number one fighter at middleweight. You know, hadn't been defeated, has been kind of an avoided fighter. Middleweight, kind of a wide open division. Guys trying to establish themselves. And Janibek comes in. The WBO allowed Janibek to make this defense, to hold on to the world title. This was a non-title fight for the WBO. The two belts that Janibek holds are the WBO and the IBF. So like the IBF did with Anthony Kakachi recently, allowing him to hold on to a world title and fight in a non-title fight against Josh Warrington. That's what the WBO allowed Janibek to do, but Janibek defended the IBF title against his highest rated contender, Mikhailovich, who was number 3 at the time. And Janibek just ran over Mikhailovich. You know, he pretty much beat him up, dominated him, pounded him for 9 rounds until the fight was stopped. He hurt him badly in the second round, and then just kept landing shots. You know, Mikhailovich showed a lot of heart. He did. He showed a good chin, you know, not going down, but man, he got hit with some really thudding shots. And I'm surprised the referee and even his corner allowed him to continue, because he was getting hurt with those shots. And to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if he had long-lasting effects from this fight. And I'm not hoping for that. You know, nobody wants that. But, man, he took some shots, you know, and was noticeably stunned multiple times outside of when he got knocked down in the second round and then knocked down for the last time in the 9th round. But, you know, again, showed a ton of heart, but it wasn't really a close fight. You know, Janibek was dominating the round. So for me, Mikhailovich didn't prove that he's a top 10 guy. So you're not gonna be seeing a what's next video on Andre Mikhailovich. A lot of heart, but he's gonna have to work himself back in. But the good thing is middleweight's a wide open division, and for Janibek, just a good, solid performance, you know, after what ended up being a year out of the ring. You know, he was able to make the weight this time. You know, the fight was supposed to take place back in July, but he ended up being hospitalized the week of the fight, and it got postponed because of dehydration. So he looked like he was solid, and he was back. We'll discuss his what's next week. We'll talk about what he's going to be doing and go from there. But yeah, good solid performance out of Janibek Alamanhalai, Kazakh style. And that's what I got. So this was the Janibek Mikhailovich ESPN recap video as they collided for the IBF middleweight championship of the world last Friday, October 4th on ESPN. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button, leave a comment, or subscribe to the channel. I appreciate any and all support. This is True Boxing, and you've been hit with the truth.